Cesim Hospitality is an interactive hospitality simulation game that puts the participants in the helm of hotel and restaurant operations in competition with other teams. The simulation can be used with different configurations: hotel only, restaurant only, or including both hotel and restaurant. The simulation integrates concepts from hospitality management functions, including revenue management, sales promotion, menu engineering, housekeeping, maintenance, staffing, and procurement. The simulation contains all relevant industry-specific ratios, and financial results are reported according to the industry standards. Participants can practice with different scenarios, as well as analyse the outcomes of their decisions and benchmark against the competitors. The key learning goals of the simulation are to improve participants' awareness and capability of operating a hotel and restaurant from a strategic and general management perspective, to develop the participants' capabilities in identifying, analysing, and acting on the key operational and environmental variables that influence hotel and restaurant operations, to enhance fact-based analytical decision-making and illustrate the financial implications of operational decisions by linking the decisions to cash flows and bottom-line performance, to give participants practical experiences in teamwork and problem-solving, and excite competitive spirits in a dynamically evolving marketplace. Each simulation market consists of 2 to 12 competing teams, with up to 8 members in each. The number of parallel simulation markets is not limited, making it possible to utilise the simulation for any number of participants per course. The simulation is played over 2 to 12 rounds, with each round constituting 1 fiscal year. Up to 3 practice rounds can be played before the actual rounds. All teams begin from exactly the same competitive position with the same resources. Teams compete against one another, not against the computer, so each team's decisions influence their competitors' results and the market development overall. Cesim simulations come with a state-of-the-art case management facility. The instructor can modify the storyline and change marketing customer behaviour, costs, and other parameters that influence the operating environment. The Cesim Hospitality user interface is structured as follows. The homepage has general information about the course and team, plus upcoming deadlines. All decisions are made under the Decisions section. Suggested steps helps the participants to make decisions in the correct order. Market Outlook is an important source of information that gives indications about what is happening in the operating environment. At the front desk, participants decide pricing and promotion and make front desk staffing decisions. Pricing decisions are given for different products that are spread over 3 periods, indicating the time of booking. The periods are current round, next round, and the round after next. Weekday and weekend pricing can be given separately. Together with pricing, participants should also make sales estimations for each product. Promotions decisions include different campaigns that can be used to boost sales during the period. Staffing is done with permanent, temporary, and flexible resources. By clicking Hotel Projections, teams can see their budgeted figures for the round. On the restaurant page, participants design their menu and beverage selection, decide pricing, and make sales estimations accordingly. In addition, they can decide the restaurant floor plan, make staffing decisions, and observe the gross margins. By clicking Restaurant Projections, teams can see their budgeted figures for the round, including margins for each dish. The housekeeping section includes decisions about housekeeping quality level, priority areas, use of outsourcing, and housekeeping staffing. On the maintenance page, participants decide which maintenance project they will undertake for the round. Customer satisfaction surveys are conducted continuously, and those should be used when deciding the maintenance priorities. Teams can utilise permanent staff, temporary staff, and flexible staff across different functions in the simulation. On the human resources section, teams decide staff compensation policy, key personnel compensation policy, temporary staff policy, and training policy. Human resources decisions influence both employee and customer satisfaction. The procurement function consists of handling purchases. Participants plan how much of each item to purchase, taking into account the items in the stock and estimated demand for the period. The restaurant menu can consist of items that require fresh ingredients, and spoilage may occur in case demand fails to meet expectations. On the other hand, if purchases are not sufficient, automatic replenishment will take place at extra cost. At any point during the decision-making process, participants can click the projected income statement to see the budget for the current round and comparisons against the previous round. The simulation is modular, which allows instructors to choose whether participants play with both accommodation and food and beverage options, or play with just one option. In addition, the instructor may use the additional breakfast module, as long as the accommodation module is enabled. Each team member has their own decision-making area, and they can make their own decisions and estimations. The decisions checklist page shows all team members' decisions side by side, and teams can then select which decisions they want to submit as a team. After each round, the system generates a collection of reports that can be downloaded to a spreadsheet for further analysis by clicking Download, and also printed using the Print button if needed. A slideshow of results can be accessed here and includes an array of charts and graphs detailing various aspects of the team's performance. The reports become available immediately after the deadline, unless otherwise chosen by the instructor. The reports containing key figures including industry-specific ratios like GOPPAR, ADR, RevPAR and RevPOR to name a few. Separate reports for hotel operations and restaurant operations according to industry standards. Personnel reports, facilities reports and financial reports. The teams can be benchmarked on a variety of metrics. The most common winning criterion is the cumulative profit, but the instructor can choose whichever metrics they prefer. The simulation schedule is available on this page. The schedule page presents the deadlines for registration and also the actual rounds. These deadlines are set by the instructor and can be modified during the simulation if needed. Teams and team members in your market can be viewed here. Teams can also change their company name if they wish. Readings contains decision-making instructions and a case description. The instructor can also make course materials available through this section. There are 2 separate discussion forums built into the simulation, one for the whole course and one for each individual team.